Welcome back to Tammy Talks About. So before we get into today's video, you know the routine. If you like this video, leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about what we talk about today. And as always, as Tuck says, feed that pesky algorithm. I can't even say it. Share this video. So if you saw my last video on this, I share with you a rather nasty bruise that I had. And it's been a week since I did that video. Now at the time, the video, or the bruise I mean, was several days old. And today is June the 1st, 2021. And while I'm not absolutely positive of the day that I got the bruise, it's been at least 2 weeks ago today. So this bruise is anywhere from 14 to 15 days old. And there's a little something that happened. Oh yeah. Build, if you'll remember, released an article with some pictures of a certain AH. And well, I'll start showing some of those pictures here. And as you can see in these pictures, her skin is flawless. There's not a bruise anywhere in sight. She doesn't have on any makeup. And according to her own testimony, her own witness statement, a full 15 days prior, approximately 15 days prior, on December 15th, she described it as one of the worst incidents in their relationship. Black eyes, bruises all over her body. So, okay, so 15, we'll go with 15 days because that is the approximate. That time passes, and as you saw in the pictures I just showed, nothing, nowhere in sight. Flawless, actually beautiful skin that most people would want, that most people strive for. There's no hint of any bruises. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put up a picture of my bruise. Well, as you can see, it's faded dramatically. It is nearly gone, thank goodness, but it's still there. It was easily caught in a picture. You know, my skin, of course, is not flawless, but if I were having pictures made, of course, that would be visible. It wouldn't be noticeable as far as, probably wouldn't notice it if I'm standing in a picture. You wouldn't notice it. But here's the thing. Her testimony was bruises all over her body. So we can look at that picture as technically evidence because that would show, at least there should be, when you start looking at the picture and you start looking at her body and the different bruises all over her body. So somewhere on her body, there should be evidence of a bruise. Yet there's none. And now, you know, I'll play devil's advocate here. The photographer could have used filters. I mean, I could easily erase that bruise if I wanted to, as far as if I was doing a picture and didn't want it to be seen. It wouldn't be hard. But that I know of, he's never said that he did anything like that. So, you know, until we have that, that's the only explanation as to why she wouldn't have any bruises if her testimony was true. But I want you to look at this picture. This is the one of her and Johnny, and her kissing him and all over him. Does that not bother you? It bothers me, and I know a lot of people have noticed this. The body language here is, he seems like the one who 2 weeks ago possibly was attacked. And, you know, I said before, you know, a bruise doesn't lie, but AH does. And that's the truth. I mean, here's the thing. She has wanted the world to believe that she was this poor little victim, that big bag Johnny Depp did all these horrible things to her. But reality, as Adam Wallman used to say on his Twitter, and boy, I miss him, back to reality, or back in reality, she was the monster. You know, she likes to call Johnny the monster when he would supposedly attack her. The reality is she was the monster. I think about all the time, you know, following this and being so wrapped up in it. And I just think about how horrible that situation had to have been. And unfortunately for Johnny, still is. This woman has tried to destroy his life, along with a cast of others. And I did a long video talking about all the people who's tried to destroy him, but so far have failed. But at the end of the day, he has to live with this, and he's having to deal with this. And all this time, he's still having to deal with her. And I just hate it for him. I think that's part of why it is so important that in any way possible, even something as simple as comparing bruises, it's just one more piece of the puzzle, one more layer to the cake that proves that this man is innocent. And he deserves to be victorious. And she deserves to pay. I mean, in all honesty, it's disgusting what she's done. Not only was she physically, mentally, and verbally abusive to Johnny Depp, gives her a divorce. He gives her the opportunity to walk away, go on with life. It's not enough for her. Because, in my opinion, the only reason she ever had anything to do with him was for money and fame. And when he got out of the picture, she didn't get everything she wanted. So, I think partly from, well, mainly from greed, but partly out of vindictiveness, she's done all this. And then when you add in places like the ACLU, this is a political thing for them. You add in people like Rupert Murdoch, who controls so much of the media. That's why all these YouTubers that you watch that cover this story, please share their videos. Get the truth out there, because people like Rupert Murdoch, who controls so much of the media, are making sure that, or they're trying to make sure that the world doesn't know what the truth is. But see, there's those of us who are willing to stand up for the truth. And it may be a small channel, but, you know, you, the ones who watch these, you share these videos, you tell people about it, more people know. But I just wanted to update you and close out the case of the bruises. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And, you know, we'll be moving on to the next thing today. And until next time, be blessed.